Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another map making video. I've got a nice cup of tea here, so I hope you've got something nice to drink. And yes, a warm welcome to everyone. If this is your first time, great to have you. Please do subscribe and hit the bell. Always nice to have new subscribers. As you guys know, I'm aiming for 1,000. I know I'm far off, but yeah, thank you so much. Please like and share the video. Share with your friends and everyone. Please help me out. Great. Guys, yes, in our last episode, obviously, we had problems with the shop as well as the workshop at the farm. The shop icon wasn't displaying, and I actually figured out why, and as well the shop wasn't loading in correctly, or didn't load at all, so I figured that one out as well. So let's quickly tackle the shop and show you what I've done. The very first thing with the shop, let me show you what is going on there. Let's open the map quickly. I could have actually done this off screen, but yeah, hopefully it won't take too long to open. Yes, guys, while I'm taking a sip of tea and this thing is loading. There we go. Great. There's our shop. Now let's first do the shop. I'll do the workshop just now. So what happened with the shop? It was displaying the shop icon on the minimap, but only here at the bottom, far away from where it is. And I just couldn't figure out why it was doing it. Because if I actually go to the shop itself, there it is. I've got the coordinates. And I've tried the vehicle shop gameplay coordinates, which also had it somewhere else on the map, as well as the vehicle shop trigger. Now, to my knowledge, the vehicle shop trigger is the one that should be the right one to use. Yes, so at the end of the day, my only conclusion was that the coordinates was not right. Although it's saying it there, it is I actually proved it by fixing the fault. So the only thing I can think is the vehicle shop gameplay, this transform, the map creator didn't have it zeroed when he brought it into the map, and that is the only thing I can think of, because I've tried both those and they don't work. How I've fixed it is very simple and easy. I took a tree, duplicated the tree, and I just take that tree and placed it there, and I moved it over the icon where I wanted the trigger icon to be, or the spot to be, and just like that. And I moved it until it goes through the icon, whoops, like so. And I knew I was on it, and I took the trees coordinates. Now here you can see clearly the tree is standing here where I want the shop to be, but when I click on the shop icon, look at the coordinates. It's -465,996, and if I go to the shop icon here on top, you see, so that is my problem. And the way to fix that, you can actually fix it by fixing the map itself. The actual map, base map is, or the shop gameplay is wrong. So it's very simple and easy to fix that. I'm not going to do it because I've already fixed it in the XML by doing that. I used the tree to plant it there. Simply just got the coordinates from there, the correct ones, and it works fine. I've tested it in game, so it is perfect. Anyways, so how to fix it? You will open one of the base maps in the editor, either Felsprin or the other one, and then you go take the you find the gameplay for that, and the gameplay has got all these things in. Of the vehicle shop gameplay, not the others, obviously. You take that and you export it, and you import it back in. But before you import it, you open it up in Giant's editor, the actual one that you've exported. Open it, and then make all 0. The translate and the rotation, make it 0. Save it, and then import it into your map. and perfect. You'll have a zero thing, and when you place it, it will be at the right spot. Good, because everything is supposed to work from there, from the 0 point, you know. So I'm not too sure why this didn't work. It's just amazing. I couldn't figure it out, but yeah, I worked around it by doing that trick. And yes, I hope that also helps you. Sometimes if you place a thing and it's not in the right spot, put a tree there or any object and take the object's things and whoop, you force it to the tree. A tree is actually probably your best bet, because it's yeah, I would say just place a tree and see, get the coordinates there. Okay, so the next fault, the next problem was our shop, this little workshop. He did not want to import. So what I've done is I opened the game. I've taken the map into the game itself, opened it, and did the save game. But first, in the game, I bought a workshop, placed it there where I want it, where it's not appearing, and then saved the game, and then came into the My Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator, and in the save game itself, you'll find your default items. Default items, here it is, the items. So when you open your items, you see everything that's in your save game is in there, and the shop was in there. So all I did was come to Tiny, open the default items, and I pasted the shop in here in my default items, obviously. And I noticed the problem actually was the item was wrong. I had the item as map bound ID, as a map bound ID. All the things that is map bound IDs is things that is always in the game, no matter what difficulty you're playing. It will always show on the actual map. The class name ones, if it doesn't say default form property, it will always show in the map. But if it say default form property, it will go according to which difficulty option you're playing. Anyway, so I just pasted that in there. There it is, the workshop, and I obviously just paste the original from the original game, put it in there. Its coordinates and rotation was already there. I just modified the class name. Instead of map ID, the class name was workshop. The other map bound ID was selling station vehicles. So that was wrong, obviously, and that was basically the whole issue. So all sorted. I've tested it. It works fine in the map, and that is it, guys. That is our two headaches we had. I had to sort out, and it's all done and sorted now. I have rotated the start position a little bit, so that's also done and dusted. So we are now looking down the valley, down the river, have a good view when you enter the game, or enter the map rather, the first time. Good. And the animal cell point, I did test that. I forgot to test that in the video I made previously. I actually went into the game to just make sure that works. Great, man. And then the log now, I went through the log, and the log for the game was completely clean, no errors, except for the normal stuff there about the bushes being out of range or something like that, which is part of basically something in the base game that is still to be fixed by Giants. But yeah, it's got no effect on the gameplay, or what hasn't had for the past 2 years. So yeah, we've been living with that error, everyone. So yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Good. All right. So where to next, guys? The next thing I want to tackle is to add a BGA as well as a silage clamp for the farm. Great. So where to put it? I've been thinking about it. The animals are all down this way, and our silo is here. It might be a good idea to maybe park it here somewhere out of the way. It's always something that you don't want to have um, it's something that you load and then you wait for it, you know, so you don't want it sort of where it's going to be in the way. We can even put it here behind this sheds, but I would rather leave this area for implements and tractors and stuff that you want to park here while you're doing and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, it's a good. Let's put it down here this way. Here we're going to probably make a U-turn. Yeah, so maybe a little bit further down the road here. Let's import the silage clamp. Now I'm going to use the base game one as well. Now for these things, you can really go crazy and build custom ones and go wild. But for this one, obviously, it's exactly the same as all the others. We just go import straight from the base game, file import, and we go to our game itself. If you guys were wondering how I can quickly get to my game, what I've done is I've just taken the directory for all the things that I normally use a lot, like my mods, the game directory, the game install directory, and also the farming simulator directory in my documents. So I've just pinned them to the quick access, and here, easy as pie, and you don't have to go through all those trees and get stuff. All right, so here we go. So data, objects, and then that will be no, it won't be under objects, sorry, it will be under placeables, I'm sure. We've got the water tank, shed, sandcastle. Could it be under farm silos? No, that is just your silos. Bunker silo, that's the one. It's called bunker silo, guys. That is what it is, bunker silo. Now, if I remember correctly, this thing, let's go for a medium this time. Medium double, silo small, silo double. Go for a medium, open that up. Bunker silo, so we copy it, cut it obviously, drop it into our placeholders folder, because once again it's a farm bound item, and you want that separated from the other things. So we drop it in the placeholders and paste it where we want it. So I'm going to see Control V, Control B, place it somewhere. Yeah, yo, it is a big thing, eh? Oh my gosh, oops. I hate it when that happens. When you click on the map, then suddenly it takes you far away from your stuff. And normally it opens the water planes. Oh my word, it is annoying. Gameplay. Bunker silo. Okay. And that is when you misclick these things, you know, these little thingamajigs. So I'm just going to place it somewhere like so, and there's still enough space to make U-turns here, drive through, and it's out of the way, and you can go up and down to compress, so there's a lot of space available. And now you just want to make sure of the rotation, that everything is kosher, make that 90 exactly. And that is it, guys. That is how simple and easy it is. Now we've got a bunker silo. Now the next thing we want to do is obviously just give it some concrete as a base. And to do that, we go to our terrain texture layer painting, and we go to concrete. Suppose concrete is a good base for it. I'm not too sure in real life. I know in real life they actually just do it on the ground. It's not really necessary for concrete, but we want to go square, and obviously a little bit bigger than that. Paste, 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 and paste, and oops, that one, Control Z. It's easiest to do. Oops, still a bit too much. Something of the kind. I want to go a little bit ahead. That one also didn't paint right. Right, something like that. Let's just go close to inspect. Okay, now this side has got a little bit of an overhang, but here it doesn't, and now this tree is in the way. A simple and easy way to get rid of the trees is just to make them temporarily, make them invisible. And just remember to put them back, guys, because oh my word, I've actually released a map with the trees invisible. I've put it out there and I didn't realize in the export that the trees were still invisible, and I actually didn't even realize it in the game when I tested before I set it out. It's one of those things when you've got different versions of the map out and you're so busy you forget to test everything. You know, it's relentlessly test everything, so be sure to make sure of that. So immediately when you're done with what you want, go back to it, put it back on. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, it will only help, guys. It will only help. Okay, so now we want to get rid of the grass, so we go to our foliage painting. We just select grass and then make sure we've got subtract at the right mouse button. That I like to use my right mouse button for that, and just get rid of all the grass. Just so, and then just unclick that, just fly a bit over here and just get rid of that once there. Now obviously that is it. What I'll do now off screen, I'm going to make some little farm roads just going out, you know, but I'll do one of them here so you can just see how I do it. You don't necessarily have to do it my way, but yeah, it helps to catch tips and see other people's ways. That's the whole idea of the video. Good. So what I do is I just go to gravel, not gravel, the top one, rough dirt, take a round brush, go around, and for the farm roads, I like to go small on that. It is, I think it's 0.3, is it, if I'm correct? I'll have a look now to see the size. 0.3 is going to be too little. I think it is actually, could it be 3, 7? No, it is. It's 0.6, man. 0.6, I think. Let's have a look at the size. Yeah, that must be it. All right, and then we still go on to the grass, and all you do is just put like so, 2 rows like so. Mind you, that is a little bit skew, so let's go to the center more. And what I'm basically doing is just making like a 2-lane vehicle farm road. Go into our gravel, or not gravel, what do you call this stuff? And you can just paint it like so, and this side as well. It's very difficult with these things sometimes, because note that oops, right, like so. Note that you're painting, but it's not painting under the brush, and it's because we are not directly above it. But I mean, it is so crazy, because it's as if this brush is like 2 meters in the air, and you have to from the side judge the place where you want to paint. It is pretty annoying sometimes, you know, but anyways, we live and learn, we carry on. And there we have it. Now you can make it nice, and you go in here to your texture layers, and you find the little mud water puddles, and you can place a little water puddle. Oops, I must probably water puddle 3. Sorry, man. At the foliage layer painting. Sorry, it's not the foliage layer painting. It's our texture layer, man. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm crazy. You must select the texture layer and then you place the little water puddles, you know, just make it nice, all over the place, and you can go crazy, add stuff to it and make it nice, look more realistic, you know. So if you are now standing there, this is basically what you're gonna have look like, you know. To me it is too perfect, you know. I will rather have it a little bit more what do you call it, more rough. This is, I mean, it's like a highway. Farm roads are normally never like a highway. If you looked at all my other maps, they don't look that perfect. So yeah, I've really overdone it here. I'll fix it up a little bit, but yeah, you get the general idea, guys. Great. So in our next video, guys, so I'll keep this video here. Mind you, we still have to add this into the XML before we end off. So let's go into our XML, tiny map01 XML. Great, guys. Okay, if you can't find in your default items in the base game, if you can't find an actual item for it, or a line for the item, or the building, or whatever you want to put into the game, just do the trick I did, which I explained earlier on with the workshop, that wasn't working. Do the same trick, open the map, do a save game on your map, import or buy that item, do a save game, and then go into the save game directory and find it. It will be there in the items.xml, and here it is. So that is exactly what I've done. There's the bunker silo placeable. Now we're just going to make sure that these are right, the position and rotation. So that's basically all we need to do. Is in the map, go there to bunker silo, click on it, make sure you've got the transform selected, Control-Shift-C to copy all three of them into there, and we overwrite obviously just those, which will be wrong, and we go Control-V to paste. And the same thing with the rotation, 0, 90, 0. It is 0, 90, 0. I found that it's quick and easy to just type it, unless it's got funny numbers, you know. Then yeah, copy and paste. And that is it, guys. That will definitely sort it for you. And because it's from the base game, you don't need to specify it in the moddesk file. Now, if it wasn't from the base game, you have to put that XML directory into your moddesk file, like I've explained in the previous videos. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support and your subscription and everything. Go onto my website. The link will be down below. All my maps are there that I've made under the profile icon and under downloads. I think it's my profile and then downloads, and then there you'll find everything that I've made so far and links to it, and have a look there around, download the maps, enjoy. That's what it's for. And thank you so much. Until next time, guys, take care, man.